right, guys. Quick reminder, we got the YouTube channel up and going.
Whoop.
We got 2 videos on there now. This video is also going to be on there.
That's 3.
But we're doing a little giveaway for once we reach 100 subscribers. So if you haven't already liked the videos or subscribed, go ahead and do both of those because that'd mean a lot. And also doing a giveaway on Instagram for 300 followers, I believe, right?
Yep.
And I believe we're a little over halfway or close to halfway on there. So if you don't follow the Instagram, it is
WRWD_pod.
so
On
go
everything except YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is the full What Are We Doing podcast.
All right. So if you don't follow us, don't subscribe
The
to us.
logo's there. The logo's always there.
Yeah. If you haven't followed us, haven't subscribed, haven't liked any videos or whatever,
Please do.
please go do so, and that'd be awesome.
Helps us out a ton.
Yeah. But we're gonna get to the episode.
You know how people are always like, this is the like best time to be alive, or like they will say, well, it was, back in my day it was way better, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like it's crazy to me that people genuinely were like, yeah, it was better to live back in whenever. Cuz I mean, like, if you think about it, like right now, doctors are like the best that they've ever been, right? Like the medical technology is like the best that it's ever been. I mean, like if you go back far enough, there was a point where they were like, yeah, you're sick, but if we just cut a gash in your arm, you'll just bleed it out. Like you'll just get unsick from bleeding all the sickness out.
Or the fact that they used to just not like sanitize before they did stuff like that.
Yeah. You come in and you'd be like, hey, I tore my ACL. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll use a chainsaw and we'll just cut your leg off then. Because
Pretty much. That's
Yeah.
probably how they solved a lot of things back then.
yeah,
It's like,
they're like,
oh,
well, what
you
if we
got-
just made that body part
got a broken
disappear and
toe,
then we
let's
just
just-
lit it on fire to
Yeah.
yeah.
I think like that term or like that phrase would be, it'd be cool if you could like take different parts of different times and create like
The best
time.
Yeah.
Like I think
'Cause, like-
technology today is the
But
best.
not all of it.
Okay.
So
some
there's
of
a
it.
lot of like stuff that kind of sucks. Like think about our parents. Well, okay, my parents could be your parents. No hate, but it's just reality. How old are your parents?
Your parents could be my parents.
My parents could be your parents' parents.
Okay, there you go.
What did I say?
Your parents could be. You
I mean,
said
it's also
this,
a true
You
statement.
said
It's
my
just
parents
not
could
what
be
I
your
was-
parents, is what you said.
Yeah.
Which is true, but I know what you're trying to say. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't remember.
I was just saying, like, I was
Oh.
thinking about. Oh,
But they like think about all the stuff that they could do and not have to worry about like, oh, somebody probably got that on camera. You know how much fun
Yeah.
that would be to like. I'm not saying like just go around like committing crimes, but like you just kind of act a fool and you don't have to worry about like somebody posting a video of
Yeah.
you being dumb on your birthday. Of
yeah.
like, here's my best friend Kyle, and he was a weirdo on this date because
Yeah, no, I get
like-
what you're saying.
that kind of sucks. Like that's a kind of a downfall, I would say.
Yeah, I think.
Also, I don't have to like send a pigeon every time that I want to hang out with you. So there's a plus to technology.
I was thinking also, like, I would love to take the time that, like, gas was, like, 25 cents a gallon and put that into today.
Yeah.
That'd be fire.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or just, like, how food was super cheap and all that
So-
stuff. Like, taking that era, just that part of that era,
If you
whenever
could
that
go,
was.
so like let's say that you could go back to like the Oregon Trail, and you can take 3 things. What are you taking with you? Could you imagine the stroke that they would have?
Like,
if I
during
took-
that time, or, like
Yeah.
say I was to do the Oregon Trail now with what.
So let's assume you're going back in time to the Oregon Trail, right?
Yeah.
And you can take things that would work for you. So like you could take
There's, like, the.
You could take your phone and it would like work. It wouldn't be like, oh, you can take your phone, but there's no cell
So I can
service.
take stuff from
you
this
take,
time
you
period
take stuff
to
right
that time
now
period.
to them
Okay.
and say, look at where we are going to be at this time, and they're gonna go, that's so far away, I can't even imagine it.
And you said it would work?
Yeah,
I would take
So,
my
like-
phone, Google Maps or whatever. I think that's gonna be clutch.
sure. They're gonna
Um,
go. What's Idaho?
Yeah. I'll be like, yep, we're about to hit the Rocky Mountains. They'd be like, what?
Dude, could you imagine? They're like, my oxen died, and it can't pull my wagon anymore. And I'm like, yeah, but my Duramax can. I just load it up, and they just hop in, and they're like, "What's this cold air coming out? That's air conditioning." They're like, "Oh, we don't have to worry about Grandma dying of
You know how
sepsis." Like,
what's sepsis?
I don't know.
You know how
I
when
feel like, yeah, it's an
you
infection.
know how we were in St. Louis at the hotel room, and we'd like as soon as we got in there, crank that down to 65, like as
Uh-huh.
low as can go.
Yeah.
I don't think I could survive in a time period where there was no AC. Like I really don't think I could survive, but I would be miserable. I hate being hot.
I hate
when
being
I
hot.
sleep, when I'm just chilling inside. Like
I would literally, I think, probably 10 times out of 10, I would rather be uncomfortably cold than uncomfortably hot.
yeah, 'cause my
Because you always put stuff on. You can't ever
yeah,
take
exactly.
Right,
That's
yeah.
what I was trying to get at. I just couldn't think of the word, like
Right.
whatever. But exactly, you can only take so much off. And people that are always cold makes zero sense to me. How are you always cold, bro? My PT chick today,
Yeah.
that I normally have, she came in the lobby to get me, and we are gonna go do PT stuff. She came out with gloves on, and I said, "Why are you wearing gloves?" She goes, "I'm freezing." I said, "It's 87 degrees outside." And
Yeah,
it wasn't even really that cold inside.
It is also funny to me when people are like, "Man, I'm freezing," and it's like, okay, but you're wearing shorts and a tank top.
Yeah,
Like,
go put a hoodie on.
right, dress warmer.
Or like how someone has to sleep with a bajillion blankets.
No, couldn't be me.
Yeah, I
I
can
hate
sleep with
that.
one. Literally at home, I sleep with the top sheet.
Is there
I don't even
anything
sleep with
worse
a
than
comforter.
when you're sleeping and it's like you're like kind of sticky because of like how hot you are? Like you wake up in the middle of the night and you like go pee or whatever, you come back to bed and,
there's a
you're
sweat
like,
spot.
"Oh,
You lay back in, you're like, did I just piss the bed?
what happened?
That would suck.
Why is there so many legs?"
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be. Never could. We talked about this the other night, and I've asked some people at work, so I'd like to revisit it. And honestly, Mike, I'd like to have your opinion too. Shout out Mike, he's back there on the ones and twos again. Would you rather own the sports team or the arena that they play in? You pick your team, but obviously I'm talking about like, would you rather own the Cardinals or would you rather own Busch Stadium? So you can pick. You can pick
my
whatever
question to
team and
this-
whatever venue.
My question to this is, do responsibilities come with either?
Yeah.
So like if I
All
own
the
team,
responsibilities come with both.
okay, so if I own the team, I'm probably the general manager to an extent.
If you wanted to be, it's your team. You own it.
I think I would do own a team.
Really?
I wonder, and Mike, when you get the chance, look this up because I'm kind of curious. I wonder if you make more owning the stadium. Like, what has more revenue, owning the stadium or owning the team? Because what would AT&T Stadium be without Dallas Cowboys? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, an arena for concerts, potentially other teams.
I'm sure, but I bet the majority of their money comes from the Cowboys. So it's
Well,
like,
sure.
if that's the point, then I feel like owning the team would make. Not that your question was anything about making money, but that's just where my head was. Like,
Yeah.
what has the more revenue?
Well, I mean,
or-
you could say the same thing, right? So if you own the stadium, the team is going to pay you. So like the Celtics don't own TD Garden,
yeah.
right? So the Celtics have to pay however much money each year, and the Bruins do too. So that's
Yeah.
2 stadiums,
Yeah.
which, I mean, you don't have to own a football stadium. You can choose whatever stadium,
Mhm.
right? So think about that. Like the TD Garden has literally a constant flow from basketball and hockey, which kind of go on at the same time.
Yeah, the turnovers.
But which is also kind of nice because then in that off season they can have Taylor Swift come in. They can have, you know, they can have a monster truck rally. There's so many things that you can do in a venue like that where it's like, I mean, the potential for money is crazy.
Yeah, it's just also like how much time is there for that, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, there's not concerts there every day.
You gone to the bathroom at like the Civic Center? It's like, I mean, not every day, but every however much. I mean, think about like the venue's charging you $14 for a freaking hot dog and a soda.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's a lot of money to be made.
Okay, so that's at Dallas Cowboys, the most valuable team at $11 billion. How much does AT&T Stadium cost?
Worth.
How much? Yeah, how much is it worth?
Do a, but, I mean, to help argue your point, if the team leaves, the stadium's screwed. I mean, you have a building essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you want to think about it again from my perspective, I'm just going. I could go either way. I'm just going my perspective
yeah.
because it's the opposite of what you said. I was prepared to argue either point, right?
Both, yeah.
But the other perspective would be, okay, the Cardinals leave and I own Busch Stadium. I still own all of the property that takes up. If I wanted to level it out and build.
Yeah, but that costs a lot of money to do that necessarily.
Yeah, but I'm assuming I have the money. If I have enough to own a stadium, I'm assuming I have enough to turn it into condos or whatever. You know, like if it got that low, I still own. I could sell the property alone and have whatever there, right? So that's one part of it. But I really think I would rather own the team. The other part that kind of sucks about owning the team is like, if you do a bad job, like, Mike, how do you feel about
Jerry Jones? But Jerry Jones is also like the general manager too, though. So like he's making the executive decisions where a lot of owners of teams don't make those kind of decisions.
Yeah, but you do make the money decisions to pay players. You still make those decisions.
You okay it, I think. I don't think you necessarily.
Right, but
I think the
like
general manager is the one that's making.
I know, but if I walked
deals.
into my boss's office and I was like, "Hey, this guy wants a $20,000 discount. Is that okay?" My boss would just say no, unless it was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." You know?
Yeah.
So like, you're still in charge. So to a point, it's still my boss's decision if he's willing to make a deal or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you're still gonna get looked at as you're the main person who's making the decision because it's your money.
But also with that though, they're the highest of the highest. Like they can't get fired. They're just gonna be hated. But like, okay, you hate me, I don't give a rip.
Yeah,
like, that's literally Jerry Jones's perspective.
Well, that's like that's what the Bulls coach did.
Yeah, it's like
or not coach, the Bulls Jerry Krause.
It's like
right.
No one can fire me. I get to decide if I want to sell the team or step down or whatever.
Yeah, but you have an asset that has a value, and you can devalue the asset to make it a point of
I don't think
it's not worth.
I don't think you could devalue it that bad.
I think you could.
I don't know.
Look at the White Sox is owned by the same person that owns the Bulls, and everyone hates both of them. But there was the White Sox had a game this year where there was like 17 people there.
But that's
because he's not willing to spend the money. So everyone just hates him. I don't know what his name is, but everyone hates him.
Yeah.
Because he won't spend money to. You have to spend money to make a team good. You have to.
Oh yeah.
Like look at what the Celtics did.
I mean,
they blew their budget out.
Yeah.
And they won a championship.
What's the point of there's like all these caps and stuff in sports, and like I understand what that means, obviously, but I feel like everyone's always breaking that cap. Like I've not breaking it. I just feel like how do they have that money to pay that many people? Like pay that much?
It comes down to your return on your investment, right? So you can spend the money and pay your fines, but if you're winning a championship, the money that brings in is worth way more than what you're paying out.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
it's-
I get that. I'm just saying, like,
But if you can't, so like Detroit couldn't just go like chuck a bunch of money around because they're not like you have to bring in the talent.
yeah.
So if you're able to bring in the talent, then you're fine.
That's why that teams that suck kind of suck for a while. Because
Right, until they get
they lose
basically
their
lucky.
revenue, and then
Yeah.
they got to draft someone good or something
Right.
to where they kind
Or
of turn the team
I mean,
around.
they have a ton of money that they can spend, but nobody wants to go there. Like nobody wants to go to Charlotte and
Yeah.
play for the Hornets. Like
yeah.
they just like
I think it'd be kind of late to play for the Hornets.
I do too. I really like the Hornets jerseys and
Yeah.
stuff. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like
No,
a Durant
yeah.
level talent's not just gonna be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I want to go to Charlotte.
I mean, unless you're at a point in your career where they're just throwing dumb money at you.
right. Well, and
I think I would go at it to
A
a
lot of
crappy
that-
place for crap ton of money. I really would.
a lot of that's location too, though, right? So like, nobody wants to be in Detroit.
Sketchy place.
Like it's just. I mean, it's a shithole. Like
Yeah,
nobody
it's-
wants to
yeah.
be in Detroit. So like, if the Lakers were bad, people still want like athletes would still want to
Wanna
live in Los
LA.
Angeles.
Yeah.
You know,
Why is LA so lit? Like
I don't know.
I heard
Everyone's leaving there and going to
Yeah,
Dallas.
I
My
heard
sister lives in
to
Dallas.
Dallas?
My sister lives in Dallas. Everyone's leaving and going to Texas.
Is it just because
I bet people in Texas are pissed.
the state laws or whatever? Like
Well, it's just cheaper to live there.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like this,
it's way cheaper.
and
to
there's
live
no
there.
income tax and stuff. I think.
Right. Yeah. So there's a lot of businesses that are moving there too. Like Ben Shapiro's business moved out there because it's way cheaper. Because he was
Makes
in.
sense.
I don't know if he was in LA, but he was in California.
I just like I know my roommate in college went to LA to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and he was like kind of hyped to go see it 'cause he's never been to LA. But then he was like, it kind of like was just kind of nasty.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it just
dude, there's
wasn't
like
like in my opinion, like I think St. Louis is awesome.
Yeah.
Like I think St. Louis is like
but
great.
St. Louis is tiny.
That is true.
I know St. Louis population's like 600,000, which is
what?
yeah. Which compared to Chicago's,
Yeah,
mean, in the
that's
millions.
crazy. I did not know that.
yeah, St. Louis is like way smaller than Chicago.
Isn't it? This
Boston's about the same. Boston's like 400,000 ish. Because I
is
know
Boston is really small. I know
Boston,
that.
they were preparing for 1 million people. What's that say?
277,315.
Really?
No, it's right there. Metro area will have a population of 2,242,000.
So that's like all the surrounding suburbs and stuff then,
Yeah, which is what you would consider St. Louis, I would say.
I guess. Well, but then I mean every state's going to be or every city's going to be like that though. Cuz
Yeah,
like
I
if
mean,
you,
you just grew Chicago by more because of that.
right. Cuz
Yeah.
then you're counting like
Yeah. I think it's
Joliet. and all
isn't
that
it
stuff.
so funny how like you have cities like Chicago and St. Louis, but Springfield's the capital
Yeah.
of Illinois.
Isn't it? Doesn't every state have a Springfield? I think that's right.
I know there's a Delvin in Wisconsin 'cause I know every
They're the
time I type.
Comets. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, isn't that what
Delvin
Delvin
Junior
was?
High used to be the Comets.
That's
Kind
weird.
of cool.
That's weird. But I remember always looking up, like, I'd try to type in Delvin, and Wisconsin would always pop up first. Like, dude, what's so cool about them that can't pull up Illinois first?
I mean, it's a really really nice city.
Oh, I'm sure
I've
it
been
is.
there. We went. My dad and I went to a Bucks game, and
34 out of 50.
What? Will you look up what city I'm talking about then? Because it's clearly not Springfield. Every state has.
I bet it's like. There's a lot of Peorias. I know that, actually.
Really?
I think so. I know there's one in Arizona.
I'm gonna be
so there's
so
two.
mad when Mike says this. What is it? All right. But I know like Boston when they were preparing for their like championship parade. So there's I think it's 400,000 people live like in the city. They're preparing for 1 million people to be there, and it ended up being like 2.5 million.
Jeez.
So it was like
I bet hotels and stuff were just.
businesses were like, I
Hammered.
don't know what to do,
Oh,
like-
yeah.
which is cool, I guess.
Riverside.
No, that can't be it.
I think you're just making stuff up.
It's in a country song. It's an O'Reilly Green song, I think. No.
Can you name all the states? All 50?
Probably.
Do you do it with the song, you know,
I
like
typically
like
I mean
in
I typically don't
alphabetical order?
just do it.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if you were to, like, do you jump
find out?
around?
What is it?
No
No,
way.
that's not it. That's not the one I was thinking.
I think you're just wrong.
Sierra, my sister Sierra,
Yeah.
said that we should have a segment in each podcast, like at the beginning of the podcast, talking about all the things that we either fact checked or found out more information on from the last episode.
So what the city would be on the next one.
Yeah. Be that
Like a
or
little
like
update.
my mom was saying how potatoes, if you have too much salt
And soup.
in your soup,
Yeah,
yeah,
she texted
you
us.
can put
I thought she was
potato in there.
when she texted us.
I
I
thought-
thought in our group chat. I thought it was wrong number. Like
Yeah,
I
I did
thought she
too.
meant to
I
text the
did
wrong
too.
thing, and I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
what?
oh.
And I was like,
And
oh,
then I
we
was like,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
that.
Yep.
That's funny. There's something with potatoes, I guess, that just absorb or suck or something. I don't know what it is in a potato. Is it starch? But then corn would do that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I want to play golf. Isn't it annoying that from basically here on out, the golf ball is not going to travel as far when you hit it?
Does heat make it go farther?
Heat. So when you're hitting the ball, the heat, like if it's humid, makes it so that the ball is like essentially softer, which makes it compress more. Then when it hits the head of the club, it can bounce further.
I was about to say something stupid. Like,
But doesn't it make sense? Like, wouldn't you think that humidity, like the air being thicker, would slow the ball down?
that's what I was
in
going to
the air.
say, but I was going to say the opposite.
Right, when it's
No.
colder out.
I was going to say that maybe the air's thicker when it's colder than versus when it's hotter, but
I don't think so.
it's definitely not right, I don't think.
At least it doesn't feel like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a weather boy.
But that was what my hypothesis was, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Mike is confirming colder air is thinner. Makes sense. It's exactly how it feels,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's crazy how it can be something degrees outside, but then the wind chill is like
I hate
minus 20 degrees.
Dude, I hate when it's like it's 87 degrees out, but it feels like 88. Shut up. No, it doesn't.
No, my thing with that is if it says it's 89 degrees out, but
Mhm.
it feels like 94,
Mm-hmm.
just tell me it's 94 then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If that's
true.
what
I
I'm
don't-
feeling, if it feels
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, just tell me that's what it feels
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Because
yeah.
like the
I
difference
actually, I
of
like that better than
the
my
difference of like it's 65 outside, but it feels like 75.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna look at my weather app and see 65, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna put a hoodie on.
Yeah.
But if it feels like 75 outside, that's a little too hot for a hoodie. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like those aren't the right numbers, probably.
Yeah, no,
but,
I
like,
get what you're
that's
saying. No, yeah. That
Like,
makes,
just tell me what when
tell
I
me
walk
what
outside,
it feels like.
what
Yeah.
it's gonna feel like.
Right.
If it's 0 degrees outside, but the wind chill's negative 20, just tell me it's negative 20
It's
degrees
also
outside.
frustrating. Like, right now, it's kind of frustrating because like when I got in my car this morning, it said 58 degrees, and when I got to work, which is 25 miles, so it's like
Yeah.
essentially like 20 to 25 minutes to get
Yeah.
to work. It was 72.
Jeesh.
Right.
Like your phone said that, or
No,
the car?
the car said that.
That's crazy.
What? Like, figure it out.
It does warm up really quick. Also, it's weird that the hottest time of the day is like 4 and 5 o'clock at night during the summer.
Yeah. 'Cause
I would,
it's like you would think it's like 12.
yeah.
Like that's when the
Uh,
but it's everything's had a chance to like cook.
Well, I
Well,
think it
it's-
is like it's not. It's not been 12 hours of daylight since.
Right. Okay.
You
Yeah.
know
I
what I'm
get what you're
saying?
saying.
Like
Yeah.
the sun rose at 6 o'clock.
Right.
So then, like, if it's 3 or 4 o'clock, that's like 9 hours or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't think that's right math, but different than 6 hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just feel like in my mind, I always think the peak of the sun is 12 o'clock. I
Isn't
feel like
it?
after 12 o'clock, it's setting.
Yeah.
That's probably not right at all, but like that's what my mind.
No, I get what you're saying though. Doesn't it suck how the days get so short?
Dude, I hate winter.
I don't.
I hate winter.
No, I like it.
Why?
The only thing I don't like is how, like, I'll be coming home from work at 5:30 and it's like black outside.
Yeah.
Like it's like dark.
I hate winter.
I-
There's nothing to do.
What do you mean?
There's nothing to do.
What do you want to do?
Golf. I'm obsessed with golf right now.
I know.
I
Isn't it?
freaking love golf.
Dude, I'd be watching videos and I get like an itch all the time.
Dude,
Like I can't.
my
I'm
lunch
like addicted.
on my lunch break today, I was watching a video. No joke. This is straight up. I was watching a video on YouTube how to hit my driver straight.
I found a video for you.
Actually,
Yeah,
Send it to me
I got
after
it
this.
saved on my my TikTok that I wanted to watch. It basically said to, if you're not golfing right now, just to save it and go back to
wait
it.
till you're golfing.
Yeah,
I
'cause
need. If
you
you know
can-
how to golf, if you're really good at golf and you're watching this right now,
You know who?
and you'd give some cheap lessons,
You know who's really good at golf?
hit me up.
Dave Wildenrod.
Yeah, disgusting.
like-
so's
I'm sure Brady's
Brady,
gross.
yeah.
I'm sure.
actually. Don't they have another son?
Yeah.
Their older son, I think he's the oldest.
Is-
was really really good.
Yeah. Well, Brady's one of Delvin's best basketball players.
Yeah, his number's
Ever.
retired.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
I love that I got to practice with him every day on my team.
Yeah, that sucked. I did get him for a couple years.
Yeah,
Well,
two. I'd say two.
one year for sure. The second year was like I got to play offense, or I got to play offense with him, and then I wouldn't have to play against him on defense.
Because you were just always
Well,
offense.
or however it worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't.
If White was on offense, you're
Right.
on offense.
Yeah.
If they were on defense, you're on
Yeah.
purple.
I basically just played
Yeah.
offense.
You
both
finessed the
times.
system
Yeah.
there because that's
yeah.
fire.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
What's practice?
Also,
what's
it was
practice for
hilarious
Brady
that he
today?
was
Just
like,
chucking
you're-
shots.
It was hilarious that he was like, "Yeah, you're not playing because of your defense," and then in practice, I didn't play defense.
Yeah. But hey,
Which
just gotta
whatever.
chuck up shots.
Yeah.
And when they had
Andy.
him, Andy, and Weitzel,
Yeah.
it was
And
just
Hills would get in there too.
Hills would
Hills
get
was
in
a
there.
bucket.
literally JV didn't even practice at that
No.
point.
It would be those four and me.
Yeah.
That was sick for me. They'd be like, "Well, Purple, if you guys can't stop them," I'd be out there just not doing anything.
Dude. What was the worst drill that we did in high school? What was your least favorite? I know mine. You want me to go first?
Sure.
My least favorite was when, I don't remember what it was called, but you had to find a partner. You had a partner. It was a defensive drill. It was like a box out
you
drill.
put the ball
You
out.
put the ball out and you
yeah.
had to box him out for 5 seconds, and
Yeah,
then
and then you
whoever
gotta
got
get
the ball
Yeah.
hated that one.
And it was like
And then you had to
you could
switch
kind of
partners.
do whatever you wanted to.
Dude,
The kind of
that
like animal drill.
That and animal drill, you just literally pull their jerseys and throw them on the ground. It's like, how am I supposed to
Yeah.
do anything to this?
I mean, that was literally just like, it was like, I mean, you might as well call that like a Kobe Bryant drill. It's
Yeah,
just like,
how tough
do
are
you want it more?
Yeah.
That's
mean, I could
literally
want-
all the drill was.
I could want it more, but I'm still getting thrown to the
Right.
ground.
Yeah, that sucked for me because then I would go, like, I would do that with you guys, but then I'd also have to switch. So I would do like, we'd do it twice, and I'd do it
Mhm.
once with you guys, and then I'd go down and I'd have to like go try and get a rebound against Justin C. And he'd just rip my head off.
Yeah.
Like that sucked.
That drill is probably one of my least favorites.
It was fine junior and senior year because I was one of the like
Bigger
big
kids.
dogs.
Yeah.
Like I just
I also free throw breaks. I didn't like when it was double or nothing. You
I
missed the
did.
first one, you had to run two.
dude,
So
we used to I don't remember. I know Charlie for sure. It might have been junior year with I don't remember who all was down there, but we would shoot. So for those of you who don't know, right, we do free throws and sprints. And this was essentially our like water break. So we'd get
heck of a break.
5 minutes or so to shoot free throws. And usually what you do is you shoot 2 free throws, and then if you miss one, you go run a down and back. If you miss 2, you run 2 down and backs, and it's like a sprint, right? So it's free throws and sprints. So sometimes he'd say double or
Free
not,
throw.
not double or nothing. It'd be
Yeah, it was double or nothing. You missed the first one, you run
yeah,
two.
but there's the what's the term? Because it's like it happens in a game where like
1-on-1.
1-on-1. Yeah. So if you miss the first one, you just run 2, so you don't get a second shot. We would do those, and Charlie and I would stand. He would stand underneath the basket, and instead of looking at the basket, I would look at into his eyes. Cold. It was cold.
Did you miss him?
Sometimes.
It was just
But I made him more than he did, and that's what was important.
Yeah. Running 2 just in the middle just kind of sucked. And the worst part is, like, usually it's 3 to hoop, right?
Yeah.
So especially if you have to run 2, you run 2. By the time you're done 2, it's your turn again. So then you're tired, and if you miss again, well, go run.
Charlie and I would go against each other so much in practices that it would, like, low-key almost affect our actual friendship. Like, because it is kind of hard to every single day go, especially, like, in junior high, which you weren't there for junior high.
Yeah.
So it was a little different. But, like, I mean, we do drills every single day where it was basically just me and Charlie and then our teams that we picked against each other. So it was like I kind of didn't like him for some stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, I always love him, but it would be like the next day at school, I'd be like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, it's like
because I know 10 hours ago I hated you, and in 5 hours I'm gonna hate you again.
yeah, that term of like whatever happens on the court stays on the court
Right.
is a lot harder.
It's a lot harder when it's your like one of your like best
someone you
friends.
talk to
like
nonstop at school.
right.
Yeah,
Like
have
there's
every class with.
basically there's 5 of us, and we would talk every single day, and sometimes it was like I don't want to talk to you
Yeah,
because you just gave me work yesterday, and I'm trying to lock in.
I still got a knot in the back of my head from when you threw me to the ground.
Right, yeah, dude. There was one time, shout out my neighbor, Coach Kincaid, but dude, I swear, he would get me going. Kincaid would get me going, dude. He would, we did this one drill where you'd stand in the 2, like, bottom corners, and he would throw the ball out,
Yeah, and, you had to
and
go
then you'd go
run.
get it,
Yeah.
and
We
whoever
did that in
got
high
it was
school a
on
little bit.
offense. Yeah. So there were a couple times where we would do that, and he would just throw the ball to Charlie. So then I would just have to run down the court, and like it didn't literally wouldn't even give me a chance because he which props to him, he knew how to like
Get you upset and
right.
make you work.
And when I got mad, I would, I'd turn up a little bit and like
yeah.
raise the intensity. I'd
Yeah.
go try and
Yeah.
kill somebody. But there was one time that he did it probably 2 or 3 times in a row. Charlie goes down for a layup. I just grabbed him by the both shoulders, threw him straight on his back. And Kincaid was like, and that's the end of that drill.
I remember freshman year when we lost to Hardham,
Dude.
and y'all had Kramer was pissed, and we were gonna have a tough practice.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well,
see ya.
we went back to the school immediately after.
Yeah, you did, 'cause you dressed varsity. I did not.
I go, hey, coach, do I need to do this? 'Cause I didn't play. And he's like, nope, you didn't do anything wrong. And I was like, thanks for not giving me the opportunity to. Appreciate
Can you
that.
imagine getting trash minutes in that game, and now you have to go run?
I go like the 3rd leading scorer because I got to play the last 3 minutes. I was chucking threes, and he's like, yeah, you're going to
You
be
were the
running.
reason we lost.
Right, yeah, you're going to be running suicides.
Yeah, I'm glad I was going on Christmas vacation that time, so I was not there for the tough practice. And I remember coming back and just hearing all about it.
I threw up the next day.
That's what I remember hearing all about.
It was terrible. I mean, I was not the only one that threw up either.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
can imagine it.
Like, there were definitely people on the team that were in
Way better
significantly
shape.
worse shape than, or better or worse shape than I was, that were like throwing up, and I don't know. It was
Yeah.
It was an experience.
Yeah.
It was like a 3-hour practice that felt like it went on for 6 days.
Was it the same day that you all then went and for the Christmas Eve like breakfast? Was that the same practice?
No.
Like, it
Remember how we
wasn't-
always used to argue about what you call the milk?
Yeah. Like, is it pink milk or strawberry milk?
Yeah, what is it?
Strawberry milk.
'Kay, good.
Yeah.
All right. I was just gonna
Chocolate
I was
milk,
just gonna say
strawberry
we'd have to
milk.
fight on YouTube.
And then just milk.
Yeah.
Right?
It's 'cause you wouldn't say it's vanilla milk.
Well, it's
you
not
don't say-
vanilla.
Right.
Just 'cause it's
Wha-
white doesn't mean it's vanilla.
I know, but I'm saying like you're not gonna call it brown milk.
Some people do, and it's like, bro.
Yeah,
Chocolate
some people-
milk. It says it on there.
And Pujols says there's enough people that are gonna get that without me saying it. That's
Yeah. Probably would have to take it out if you said it anyways. I feel like that's
Would have to or wouldn't have to.
would.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
No.
No, but the people that know, and
Yeah.
that's enough.
Yeah. I don't know, but I know.
Oh, you know
I don't know what it's from, but I know what that
what the
is.
saying is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause you said.
I could show you the video. It's like 7 seconds. Pretty good.
All right, we're gonna do a quick little draft. I was thinking since we talked about that question of owning a sports team or owning a stadium.
Yep.
Our draft could be top 5 like teams we would like to own that we own.
I like that.
To create our
Yeah.
our dynasty
Yeah.
basically. You went first last time, right?
No, you did.
Did I really?
Yeah.
All
'Cause
right.
you picked Wii Sports number
Yep.
1.
Yep. All right. You can go first.
You got this, Mike.
It can
with-
be any sport.
With my number 1 pick, I'm going to go the most decorated franchise in basketball, the Boston Celtics.
I'm gonna go the Lakers,
Good pick.
and I'm gonna go. Even though I hate it, I'm gonna go Dallas Cowboys.
It's a good pick. My second pick, we're going Yankees, most
Not
decorated
bad.
team in baseball.
Not bad. Yeah.
And for my third pick, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Cardinals, and there's more reasons other than
That they're your favorite.
just my
team.
favorite.
Yeah.
I like that St. Louis as a whole is like super involved.
Yeah.
So like it's
The
like
fan base.
the fan base is really
Yeah.
good. It's a good, like, the market is small, but it's a really good market. So
Yeah.
I think that's just a plus. They're the second most decorated franchise in baseball.
Really?
Pretty sure. I think it's the Yankees Cardinals. It's Googleable.
Yeah. Didn't know that. I'm gonna go for my number 3 with a sport that I don't know very much about, but I know their team is pretty big, and I'm gonna go with Barcelona.
Yeah.
Just 'cause I feel like I always see Barcelona shirts around, so I feel
Yeah.
like the popularity, like worldwide, is pretty big,
It's good.
especially when Messi was there.
Yeah. That's another reason I went with the Yankees, 'cause that's like you see Yankee stuff everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And then for number 4, I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with the Boston Bruins.
Yeah.
I think they're a very popular
Sure.
hockey team.
It's a good pickup. I like that. I'm gonna go Dodgers, 'cause they make a gross amount of money.
Yep.
And since I don't own a football team yet, I'm gonna go. Might as well just get all the teams that I like. I'll go Steelers, tied for first
Yeah.
to be most decorated football team.
Who's the other team tied for first?
Patriots.
That's who I thought you were gonna
Tom Brady.
go. My last pick is a team that isn't great,
in historic years, they haven't been really great in
Sure.
history. Recently they got a championship, but I want this team because I want to be best friends with Drake. So I'm going Toronto.
Oh,
Raptors.
it's such a good pick.
I was hoping they'd sneak to 5.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go
that's
Toronto
a great
Raptors.
pickup. That's a cool team. I would say they're probably my second favorite NBA team, and it's because of Drake.
Yeah, like I'm trying to sit courtside.
And
with
Their
Drake.
the purple like Vince Carter Raptor jerseys
yeah, the
are so
throwback
sick.
ones
They're
with the,
so
with
I
the
have
actual
one.
Raptor
I have
thing
one.
on
It's
it.
so
yeah,
tough.
they're
That's
fire.
like one of my favorite jerseys.
Actually, my favorite throwback jerseys are the Grizzlies ones, with the bear and like the
The-
light green or blue or whatever it is.
That's
Tough.
That's a throwback to the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
tough.
really tough. I like the Bucks, the purple one with the green
Yeah.
deer on it.
Yeah,
Tough.
I like the Jazzes too.
Oh, with the purple one with the
Yeah.
mountains. Yeah, that's
I think the NBA has the best throwback jerseys.
yeah.
And they don't do that enough.
That's one of my least favorite things about all three of my sports teams. Besides the Cardinals, they have the really cool blue ones.
Yeah, I like
but
those
still,
jerseys.
they're kind of like they're just the normal jerseys except they're
Mhm.
blue. But like the Celtics, that's like
That's
they
their-
don't do cool jerseys because of like
It's-
the heritage,
Yeah,
right? The Cardinals don't really ever wear their blue jerseys.
yeah.
They have the cream ones that are cool too, but
Yeah.
like whatever. And the Steelers don't really have a like cool jersey.
Yeah, that's just been what they are. They've always
Yeah.
been.
The Bumblebee ones are cool. I do like those. The Color Rush, whatever those are called. Yeah, right? No? They're not called Color Rush? Isn't that
Nah,
what that's?
just
They
a
have
throwback.
Color Rush. I'm talking the Bumblebee, like the black and yellow
Yeah, the
stripe
black and
ones.
yeah, that's
not
not
the-
what that is.
No,
Okay.
the Color
I'm
Rush
dumb.
is like solid color. So
Oh.
like the solid yellow or
Probably
solid
black.
Look at me, I learned something today. Appreciate you.
also
the Color Rush
wrote-
being black is hilarious. Black is like the least color. White?
Isn't
What?
I might be wrong here, but isn't one of the colors white or black or something like all the colors or something? I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm pretty sure like the actual nature of the color. I don't know. I thought I heard
This-
that somewhere, but I could be.
this is
completely
something
wrong. I
that-
don't know.
Trey is gonna text me. Trey's been listening. Trey and Sierra both have been listening to every episode. Trey's gonna go.
Fire.
He's gonna be like, hey, it's this color.
Honestly, I think we should get Trey on here one time. That'd be
That would
so
be
fun.
that would be really fun. He knows so much
Dude,
stuff.
I
He
w-
just knows stuff.
if we ever do a trivia night somewhere, he has to be on the team.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's a good pickup.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's crazy how like people just know the most random stuff.
Those are kind of tough. They're not great, but they're kind of tough.
Oh, Mike, idea for ranker. You could look it up. Maybe best sports jerseys.
That's gonna be really hard
I was thinking,
to guess.
you guys
Could be.
talking though about like the '90s, early 2000s NBA uniforms. That could be your next ranker.
Alright.
Just strictly NBA because
I
those
like
they
that.
do have the
Yeah.
coolest ones.
Also, there's some really bad ones, like the Nuggets trash bag jerseys. I'll show 'em.
I like their old Denver ones, the light blue and
The
yellow.
light- yeah,
You guys want to do a ranker?
of course. What do we got?
Shoot us.
The from like Business Insiders where I got it from, but the
Okay.
top 10 worst states to live in.
Illinois got to be 1, right?
I mean, yeah.
It's got to be on the list.
10. I'm saying the line is 3.5, and it's not 4 through 10.
I like that.
It's
Are you
1,
ready
2, or
for us
3.
to start chucking guesses?
Start chucking.
Give us Illinois.
Nope.
That's, pardon my language, but that is horse baloney.
That's what I knew you were gonna say, but not baloney. That's where I thought you were going with that. Clearly, they've never lived in Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois is. So you know how like if you have a fire, it kind of stinks, and then if you lit trash on fire, it kind of stinks. So they're like a wet dumpster fire.
Just if you just went ahead
Just-
and lit a bag of dog
Yeah.
poop on fire, and yeah.
Such a wild description.
I just hate it here.
Spot on.
If
though.
I didn't, okay, listen, I hate Illinois so much that if I didn't have all of my friends and family here, besides Amanda, there's nothing that would keep me here.
That's why I loved
hate
Kentucky.
it
That's
here.
why I loved Kentucky.
I would move to Missouri so fast. I love Missouri.
Missouri.
Missouri's probably going to be on the list because I love it. Is Missouri on the list? I will drop kick you in the chin.
It's not on the list.
Okay, I was going to curb stomp your. I don't know.
Is Minnesota on the list?
That's a good guess.
Minnesota is not on the list.
Is Maine on the list?
This could take us a long time.
Maine is not.
Maybe. Do you think?
I don't think Florida or Texas is on there. Well, unless it's thinking like hurricanes. It would suck to live in
Louisiana.
Florida.
Louisiana is numero uno.
Bang.
Did you know it was number one when you said that? You just knew it like
No, Louisiana sucks. You ever? I mean, a lot of not intelligent people there. A lot of
rednecks.
bayou bums.
You better
You know-
hope no one from Louisiana or Detroit listens to this.
You know who does
we
listen to
just
this?
Trash Illinois. So
You know who does listen to this is Mitch Griffin, and I'm pretty sure he went to LSU.
yeah, he's a big LSU guy.
Yeah.
What's hey? You
He
know the,
watched
you
Shaq
know,
play there even.
you know when
When I said pretty sure, I meant 100% he went.
you know when it, you know when like things say GEAUX. I think that's how it's spelled. It's like spelled that way, and it's like GEAUX tigers. How do you say that first word? Like, what is that word? You know what I'm saying?
Is Oklahoma on the list?
Bro, you didn't even listen.
I have no idea. I don't know how to
I'm,
answer your
I'm
question.
pretty sure it's just go.
But it's spelled weird.
I think it's just spelled that way because it's a Louisiana thing.
Ah.
Yes, Oklahoma's number 7.
Aha.
I want to shoot out Arkansas.
I'm
Arkansas.
I'm
just-
assuming.
Arkansas is number 3.
Okay. How about like Alabama? Alabama.
I don't know what this could be.
Alabama's not on the list.
Yeah, I didn't.
Georgia.
Georgia is not.
What else is down there? Mississippi. That's got to be on there.
That's a good one.
Mississippi is number 6.
Let's go.
That's a good guess. That was a good guess. Let's go Michigan.
Michigan is not. Kind of hurtful that you think Michigan would be on this list.
Are you from Michigan?
No, I love Michigan. We go there every year.
Are you a Michigan University fan?
No.
Goodness.
Big,
What about-
big Notre Dame guy.
What
Or is it
about
oh my gosh.
What?
New York?
New York is not.
California's got to be on there. Everyone's leaving
California is not.
All right. Washington.
Nope.
New Hampshire.
Nope.
We're just gonna be chucking all 50 states
Yeah.
out here. Indiana.
No way.
Indiana's not.
New Mexico?
Ooh, I got one.
New Mexico is number 2.
Hey,
Nevada.
why?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know anyone that lives there though?
Devin Booker, I would assume. I don't know him, but
Why would Devin Booker live there?
New Mexico?
Phoenix.
Oh,
is
Phoenix is not New Mexico. It's in Arizona.
Phoenix is in
It's
Arizona.
unfortunate. I'm going to look so stupid. I hate myself sometimes, low-key. Sometimes I'll be talking and I'm like,
I was like, what?
sometimes for real, I'll be saying stuff and then I'm like, damn, you should just shut up instead.
It's the Phoenix, New Mexico.
Like, just shove your
Suns.
foot all the way in your mouth, you know?
I mean, he could. They border each other, so.
Nevada.
God, Nevada's 5.
Hey,
Yeah.
people don't like Sin City.
Kansas.
Kansas is not.
Well, we ain't in Kansas no more.
Either of the Carolinas?
2 for 1.
One of them.
North?
South.
Nope. And yep. South Carolina was number 8.
Nice. I'm happy you got it. So what do we have left?
We have number 10, number 9, and number 4.
Okay. Not that matters.
Nebraska.
I just needed to know how
Yeah.
many guesses or how many more we
Nebraska.
needed to get right.
Nebraska's not.
one of the Dakotas.
How about like
Neither of the Dakotas is on there.
Alaska?
Alaska, number 4.
Nice.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. The cost of living in Hawaii is crazy. It's got to
That's
be.
not on the list.
Yeah, but they got beaches. You get a beach as your backyard. Be kind of lit.
Do you know to both the Dakotas?
Yeah.
You know,
Nope.
like Mount Rushmore.
Montana,
Montana is not.
Utah,
Montana.
Wyoming,
Nope.
Oregon.
Oregon is number 9.
Mm.
So you got number 10 left.
Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is not on the list.
Delaware,
Nope.
Rhode Island,
Nope.
Maryland.
I know it's not on there, but can I guess it again?
No,
Illinois.
Maryland. Illinois is not.
Just checking.
You sure?
Just want to point out again how much I hate it here.
New Jersey,
Nope.
Texas.
Nope.
no way. Florida.
Nope. You want a clue?
Sure.
Is this our last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, give
It's 10.
It's number 10. Jenna and I have been there.
All right, that helps me 0.
Well, yeah. All right. Terrible clue. This is gonna give it away so easy, but
East Coast, West Coast.
West Coast.
Give us a letter that's in
West Coast? No. Chill. We're good. West
it. A
Coast.
letter that's in it.
West Coast. We're good. We're good.
I'll give you a sports related clue.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Cardinals spring is training is there.
Arizona.
Yeah. That was too easy.
Really?
I wasn't 100% confident that's where they played.
That's not even West Coast.
Well,
is
isn't
it?
that Arizona Cardinals? Isn't that a football team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought so.
It was either gonna be that.
I was scared I was going to look dumb again.
You said it quieter.
Yeah, I did say it quieter. As if I'm not talking
Isn't
in-
Arizona Cardinals?
as I, as if I'm not just talking into a microphone.
Probably picked it up louder.
Yeah, probably helped.
That was a pretty good ranker. I'm honestly
Yeah.
surprised by some of those answers.
Yeah. I
I personally really liked Arizona when I went there.
so this is obviously unrelated to the ranker. But I do need to have a discussion because I was obviously a couple episodes ago we talked about how there's a lot of things in the English language that bother me. We talked about
The
how
dollars.
the dollar sign. Which shout out to Trey for pointing out that when you write out cents, the C goes before.
Yeah, I thought about that afterwards
Yeah.
too. I just never meant to. put it in.
What brand are my shorts?
Nike.
What would you Okay. Let me pause.
We want them to sponsor us, so be careful.
Yes. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let me just run this back one time. All right. So, what brand up there?
Which one? These ones?
Yeah, that one.
Nike?
Yep. 2 wheels, pedals. What's that called?
Bicycle,
Yep. What would you call it for short?
bike.
Spell bike.
Oh, Nike and bike
Why?
or Nike.
Mike. Bike. Why is that Nike?
Wants to be different.
I-
There's another.
Is
word
it because
that I
it's a
know.
name? It's not a real. It is a real. I
Was
just
it a
don't
word
understand how that
before it was a
works.
company, though?
It's probably like some Greek. Athlete,
Actually, I
something.
think that's low key. Like
I think that's right.
right.
Dude, I'm serious. As long as it doesn't matter at all, I probably know all about it. So stupid. I know the dumbest
Doesn't know Phoenix is in Arizona, but knows
that Nike's
Nike.
based off some kind of
Greek
Greek
name or
athlete god or some whatever garbage. So stupid.
It is kind of annoying. Like, there's another word that's on the tip of my tongue that I can't think of, and it makes me mad at this moment. But
That frustrates me as much as, like, if I could just get some of the song lyrics out of my brain and replace it with, like, you know, how to do math, that would be super clutch. You know?
yeah,
Is there anything more frustrating than having a song stuck in your head that you don't know the words to?
Like the tune. Is that what you're saying?
So like, Morgan Wallen just put that little teaser out. Really? It's really good. But basically, I know 4 words to the song, and I've been singing it nonstop.
So you're like, no.
Yeah. Literally, I'm like making up the next verse because I don't know what it is, but I need there to be one because I keep singing the same 4 words over and over again.
This is gonna go off topic a little bit, but I think it's crazy how people can just write songs.
Yeah.
Like some of the wordplay, or just like some people are just great with lyrics. It's just
Yeah.
like mind blowing.
I think Morgan Wallen and his team are like one of the.
Yeah,
Like-
it's just like
Yeah.
his one line about the one song about wrote the book or whatever.
Yeah. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
The song Devil Don't Know, that one is
Yeah.
like insanely written.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, what? How'd you think about this?
Yeah.
And then it's
Also,
just
it's
like,
crazy that he can essentially make the same song about the same thing for 4 different albums, and every time he puts a new album out, we're like,
This is far.
yeah, we're like, I have to have this. This is going to consume every time I listen to music, it's going to be to this for the next 5 months.
Yeah.
How? It's the same thing.
That's what country music is.
Like
a
how-
lot of it.
Literally, he just figures out a new way to say the same thing he did in the last 30 songs.
Yeah. Something about Tennessee or whiskey or
Women,
women.
heartache, loving, hugging, kissing, fishing,
Every day.
every day.
Right? That's the next line in that song, isn't it?
I know what song you're trying to think of.
I think it's Luke Bryan. Sponsored podcast. What if he just straight up?
I'm so frustrated that I can't figure out what. Yeah, I'm so frustrated I can't figure out what that Riley Green.
Yeah, but
Whatever, we'll figure it out.
been a good one though.
It has. We out here.
Yeah, just 2 best friends chatting it up
Facts.
about random stuff.
It's kind of
Appreciate you all listening in. If you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe this YouTube if you're watching this. Give us a follow on Instagram.
If you own a business or know someone who owns a business, or you go to a business, or you support a business, or anything with a business, tell them that they should sponsor our podcast.
We will do some ad reads for very cheap.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been fun. But episode ocho. Nope. What? It's not 8. It's 10.
10.
Diaz.
Yep.
Diaz. But yeah, catch you all next time.
Love you so much, but not as much as God loves you. Keep listening and
See ya.
peace.